Hey everyone, welcome in or welcome back to the YouTube channel called GINNY C Panther, and that's beyond Ginny. So as you can see by the title of this video, I am going to be doing is Genshin Impact, which yes, it has been quite some time since the last time I did a video of Genshin Impact. It probably has been now been a month, and I'm so sorry for not, posting as much of Genshin. It's just I want to focus more upcoming new series that I want to make an episode of, as well as other, games that I need to complete. So sorry about that, but I am, officially back on Genshin. I just been, busy with work, as well as I'm going to be making other episodes of certain games. For example, I need to finish Super Princess Peach. So that's a start. As well as I also gotta do Smash Remix again, but this time it will be All-Star mode. And so that's gonna be fun. And so, yeah. But today, we're going to be doing another episode of Genshin Impact, but this time, however, we have so much stuff to do that there is, a certain time limit on things, and so I just thought maybe I should get these done before I have to go to work on Saturday, and then, of course, Sunday is going to be my relaxation, and then Monday, back to work. So I just hope you guys, understand my point of view that I've been busy. And so, yes, as you can see, the navigation, I was doing Sean Lee's story quest thing that doesn't need to be recorded. So, yeah, I have that going on, and I have some notices. What am I missing to look at? Huh? As well as I also just, am noticing that soon it's gonna be, the next event banner thingy. We have Kaniche versus Raiden Shogun, or Raiden Shogun, whatever you pronounce it, as well as their weapons and the Chronicle Wish banner of Inazuma. I really hope I get Kaniche and maybe his weapon. I don't know for sure, but I just maybe want both of Raiden and Kaniche's weapon because they come in a package, as well as this might be my last time getting them. So, because Raiden is a popular character, and so she may come back, you never know. As of Kaniche, I have no idea, because I think this is the second time he came back. I'm not really 100% sure on that either, but yeah. So, we have this event to do, which I'm going to do that first, because I don't know, I just think it's right to do that first. But here's the thing, guys. That event, oh, that's the wrong one. I keep doing that. This event here is from Fontaine, and so you guys know this, that I, have not done anything in Fontaine yet. I'm still waiting to finish certain things before I go to Fontaine, but I can't pass this event up, and you never know, if someone is wanting to do this event, then I'll have to do it, and then you guys will see that I did this video. So yeah, it's a lot to go through, but yeah, I hope that I can finish this one, as well as the next episode will be Escoffier's story quest, which I also have to do this Archon quest and the story quest thing, which I think they're both the same thing, but I don't know for sure. But I am going to do the Fontaine first. So let me just go through there again. And yes, I already did all the test runs. Escoffier is a really good character that I really want, but I'm gonna wait till she comes back for another rerun, because if you guys didn't know, I've been wishing, spend a little here and there, as well as I've been exploring to get gems. So let me just show you guys. And yes, this is my main team, so don't judge. But lately I've been just been grinding here and there, as well as other things. But what you guys don't know is last time I updated, I said that I have Faruzan. Now I have Aoife, finally, after many attempts, but not really a lot. I've only just did a little bit, but Aoife is finally here. After I also jinxed it, Puyo also jinxed it too, so I was on call with him, and well, he was like, you know, you never know, I might as well just jinx it and you will get him. Not only I have, of course, Aoife, I have Navia, and the reason why I wished for Navia was because I don't know if she's ever coming back, so I gotta choose my characters wisely. Remember that, wisely. So after that, I also got, of course, Venti, and then I also got this, as you can tell by my, what's it called, the, signature thing, that I got Kaya's first constellation on the standard banner. Like, how crazy is that to get a rare character in this banner? Like, how's that possible? But if you think I'm lying, then here's the proof of the history. I wished on the 17th of May, and so today is the 22nd, so yeah, crazy, am I right? So I am now gonna not wish until I get 10 pull of blue wishes. This I'm not so sure about because I only have 262 primo gems, so there's that, but you never know, I might just do stuff off camera. So in the meantime, we're just gonna go ahead and, you know, get started with this. I have to go all the way over there, so let's just teleport there. I know I'm not supposed to do Fontaine until, you know, later, because, you know, it's not really, that is not really the right location, is it? No, it ain't. I went to the wrong location. I am dumb. But I know I'm not supposed to do Fontaine until way later, but I want to do this event so bitch. This is also wrong area. Where did I oh, wait, there we go. I teleported to the domain and then got through there. Because I have been there before, but that was because I had to do an event. So, and I still gotta do more of it. But we're gonna do the whole whirling thing event thingy-a-bob. I also am getting my Moika out because I need to get there faster, so.
Archon reporting for battle.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah. So, we're just gonna gonna just go all the way over there. I wish you can have a highlight of where you're navigating, but it's alright. Oh, come on now. I love the music here, so peaceful, and I love it. So hopefully one day, once I get stuff situated, then I'll, you know, continue in Azuma. And then after that, I don't know what else there is, so I'm gonna have to ask for someone's help. But I can't do that right now, so. But yeah, enjoy me just rushing to get there. But hope you guys been having a great day, night, afternoon, depending on your, you know, time zone. Life has been a little chaotic, I'll say, but other than that, I just been, you know, busy with work and other things in life, so yeah. I just want to make sure that I am still doing videos, but just not as, you know, frequently, I would say, because I've just been busy, so. This is taking a long time though, because, yeah.
Rev the engines.
Wish there's something easier, but This is the only way.
Try and stop me.
Alright, we're almost there. And yes, like I said, I could have waited, but at the same time, it's almost gone. So I don't want to waste my time, you know, not doing it. But yeah, the statue of 7 is somewhere in there. But, yeah. It's probably somewhere up there. Which I think I should have went all the way up. But at the same time, I don't know. Let me see.
Take it easy.
I don't know.
Try and stop me.
Oops. That is not a good thing to do. But in the meantime, I might as well. Oops. I did not mean to do that, guys. It was an accident. But good thing we're all the way up here now. That means I lost all the power, but that's okay. I don't know why I changed into her. There's a Hydro Oculus, though, which I'll happily take it because it is mine after all. So now we just call the lift. So yeah, so I'm gonna just take it and then hopefully, you know, be able to. What? How long does it take? Like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip that. You know what? Alright. Yeah, so basically I just gotta open this part up and that'll be it, hopefully. So I'm also gonna voice act Paimon just for this part, so. Eh? Did light just start flooding for that statue of the 7 just now? That's so weird. Did anything like this ever happen before? It's normal for a statue of the 7 to glow. Traveler, you didn't feel uncomfortable at all? Wow, I feel like I'm using gills to breathe. Good for you. First try growing a pair of gills that show Paimon. Seems like you're feeling pretty good. Paimon can't believe Paimon was actually worried about you for a moment there. Though, after it lit up like that, the air does feel a lot more humid. Maybe it's because of all that hydro energy that was released. Paimon heard that in Fontaine, if you can use elemental energy properly, you can even swim underwater. Maybe you can even find sunken treasure. Paimon will leave diving for treasure to you. Paimon will stand on the shore and wait for you. You could try doing something for once, Paimon. Wow, but being in the water is scary. What if Paimon accidentally gets swept in a current? It gets all turned around and dizzy, and then she won't be able to fly anywhere away, no matter what. Just like before Paimon met you, back in Mondstadt. Then I'll fish you out again. Really? Then maybe Paimon could try going underwater with you. You better not go back on your word. Nope. Okay, then there's that. Which I think that's the event. It says the compass is a location, so yeah, I guess so. So let's just go ahead and enable this. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but hopefully it's not gonna be super duper long. But yeah. Anyway, we gotta go all the way over here. Oh man, it's gonna take a while, but good thing we have this domain here that we can just climb up.
Rev the engines.
But other than that, yeah. But yeah, guys. Hopefully this event doesn't take too long. Excuse me. And also, I'm still feeling a little rough, and I'm sorry if my voice cracked a little bit as I was doing Paimon. But that's because I'm still so at least I'm getting fully better, so
Try and stop me.
that's what matters. Right? Whoa. Alright, and now we just gotta go all the way over there. Oh, or we could just fall and go over there, I guess. I don't know if that'll work, but we can always try go all the way to the top, and yeah. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not really good at navigation sometimes, so yeah. So we might, or I don't know. We can always go to that island, and then I'll have to figure this out because yeah.
Take it easy.
But so let's see here.
Full throttle.
I should have gained experience or stamina first, but that's okay because look, smart right here. And then we can just, you know, do another motorcycle and then make it there, hopefully.
Rev the engines.
There we go. Yee-wee. I love that. That's so cool. Alright, so now we gotta go over here. Sorry, enemies. I am not gonna fight you till later. Like, way later. So. I'm glad we can, you know, swim underwater, and also at the same time, this counts as another stamina to do. So. I'm almost there. Come on. There we go. Easy peasy.
Full throttle.
So much hydroculus that I don't want to pick it up because yeah. Alrighty. And now we just have to climb all the way up to this cliff area. Oops. What the heck?
Phew.
Alright, game, what are you doing? I could get this because in case, so there we go.
Try and stop me.
Alright, now we can finally get over here. Let me just switch characters real quick.
This world.
Alright, let's do this. Excuse me.
Hey, there's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird? We know our Fontanian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down. Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kinich?
How about lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup.
Hold up. This one's a gem. Illegal restaurant caught serving Saurian stew proves surprisingly popular.
Pretty shocking. but it still feels like it's missing something. Ah, got it. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
My oh my! That can't be for real! Ugh, fine. I hate to admit it, but you've won this one.
Huh? What? Did Paimon hear that right? Nevelet was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Surely not. Aha! I thought I heard familiar voices. Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. What a coincidence! Mr. Kanichi and I were talking about you two just a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend. I pressed him for some juicy details, but he remained tight-lipped about you. So, anything you want to share with me about the great Traveler's champion exploits in Natlan? It was a team effort. Modest as ever. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi, you two. It's been ages. What brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
What a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock. What the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious.
Oh, that? We were just trading upload headlines. Is that what you're talking about?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
I'm sorry you had to see such an unflattering sight to Fontaine, Mr. Kanichi. These third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost their sales. The ones who still got a shred of integrity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although the misleading headline is still an underhanded trick to draw readers in. But others, like the one we were just reading out loud, have no qualms about making outright fabrications.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
That's pretty lenient of you, Mr. Kanichi.
Huh? Him? Lenient?
Lenient.
Oh, you got him, kid!
Oh, back and cool, wow.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth.
What the heck?
All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently.
Oh.
Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in Natlan. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
And if you're wondering why the Udex didn't preside over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge right from the offset. It's not as if the Palace Marmonia only has one judge. We can't expect Monsieur Navarrete to handle every single case himself. On a more interesting note, the trial in question went remarkably smoothly, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kanichi's testimony as a key witness.
Oh, okay. Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich.
Phew. It was all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end. Maybe not, but it'd be in an even better world for me if Mr. Kenichi would agree to another exclusive interview with the esteemed bird.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Drat! You saw right through me. Guess I'll put it down to the keen instincts of a renowned Saurian hunter. Any response to that, or...?
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kenichi the speechless!
Oh, shut up, man. Shut up.
Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Back to me again? Ah, of course! That's a brilliant idea! But that also means I'll need a bit more time to prep. Let me put together a thorough list of interview questions. Sounds like I'm not allowed to refuse. Well, I know I can't be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your call. Anyway, I should probably get getting back to work. I also need to go track down a guest and Nair and report these increasingly outrageous tableaus. Farewell, my friends, until we meet again.
Charlotte never stops, does she?
Mm-mm.
Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before, or was it a how? It kind of looked like a how, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a how.
Huh?
What?
What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's not acclimatizing very well to Fontaine.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Also, I'm sorry for not, pronouncing these words right. I just am not good at this grammar stuff.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, and I'm sure Paimon gets it even better.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kenichi holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon
A
Lord.
balloon?
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
Sure. Always up for a bit of fun.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
Kenichi. I love Kenichi. I love his character. That's why I want him so much. Let me pick this up. How many spin crystals are there, though? I have no idea. It's just so many. But we'll get through them. Just gotta keep walking.
Take it easy.
Might have to jump down. Or no, 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 no. It's gonna be all the way over here, so might as well just go over here. This music is so vibey. Okay, where is he? Oh, he's over there.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is
No,
awesome!
that crab
I
is
believe
on
it
the
was just an
stairs.
empty beach before.
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took.
What the
Ta-da!
heck?
But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away.
Who are you again?
Oh no, you've forgotten me? Oh, does graph adversarial technology ring any bells? It's me, Lapine Pauline.
Huh. Good to see you again. The prototype lens has come in handy, by the way.
Of course. How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of fantasy, the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings into a single project.
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings into it too!
Huh? You've got to be kidding.
Oh boy.
Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on! Mockery is all you shall get, straight from the heart!
Oh boy.
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
No boy.
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be! And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century! I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient wisdom! I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
Damn.
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Idiot meets idiot.
Mm-hmm.
What's all the fuss?
Navia.
Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon. How have you been lately?
Very well, thanks. Even better now that you're here.
Hello there. I'm Kinich.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You don't deserve one.
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
Exactly.
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
How are you gonna shake hands? Confusion.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners. Well, well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
How's totally being treated like a little cuddly pet?
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light.
Oh boy.
I couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
No, jeez.
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement, as you can see. I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet, so let me fill you in.
Alright.
In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting this event and also providing technical support.
Huh? Cheval Moran?
That's right, the one and only Surintendant Cheval Moran! After much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal, a win-win arrangement.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic productions. Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer. She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake. Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant. Look over there!
Oh boy. What's going on over there?
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Dang, she is a little strict. Alrighty then.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Ah, apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
Sure thing. Alrighty then. So, excuse me. Alright, so let me just get rid of this thing real quick because I already knew about that. So now we have 2 of these of what we could do. I'm probably gonna do the one that's already navigated. I'll do this after, so yeah.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Wait, has that happened before?
Oh boy.
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
The what?
Huh?
The heck?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Natlanese? What the heck?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kneat, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
Spoiled brat, more like you is. Like the heck. Come on now.
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why,
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun.
Then how the heck? I'm confused.
Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
Okay.
Something like this.
Now that looks like it's not a gun per se. It looks like some part of like machine, like part of a robot, but okay.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Sketched by a professional engineer, after all.
It's nothing. Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like.
Excuse me.
And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
Thanks a lot, Lepine Pauline. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Seems like Kanish has something to say. Let's go find a quiet spot.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun.
It looked ancient.
Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions.
I think I'll join you.
Perfect. Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Alrighty then. Before we do though, might as well just like, talk to Navia first. As well as see what's up with her.
The fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality. I just wish I could say the same about the new staff.
Dang. Okay then. Let's talk to Navia first. Or, let me talk to her.
We've gone over budget in quite a few areas. But, whatever. The results are what count.
Why'd you do? Let's talk to Navia first.
Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Let me get a few other things in order first.
No problem. We'll be ready when you are.
Alright, now I can just, talk to her normally, so.
Traveler, ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Let's do this.
It's time, dear partner in Paimon, for us to turn our attention to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland. As I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle the planning, construction, and operations. Of course, Enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. They usually stick to designing the event booths. We, for our part, handle long-term operations and develop standardized strategy guides for the different activities.
Long-term operations? Strategy? It all sounds so complicated. We spend most of our time adventuring and we barely have any experience running a stall. Do you think we can handle this?
Not every big boss went to business school, you know.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner? I'd even go as far as to say you've shaped some of Tevat's biggest business ventures. Anyway, first things first. Let's get an overview of how the whole festival's gonna be run.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, then. Interesting. Wowzers.
As you can see, our fantasy land's a bit like a sugar-free macaron right now. Several areas are still under construction.
Okay.
The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of craftsmen. Besides, we don't have enough experience to handle multiple projects simultaneously. That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method, so we can focus on specific tasks during each designated period. Upgrading facilities, expanding the venue, hiring staff. All of this requires funds and time slots to accomplish. So, it's our job to allocate precious time slots in each business cycle to the most worthwhile tasks.
Okay.
As we attract more guests and earn money to add to our funds, we'll also be able to work more efficiently. Which will allow us to divide each cycle into finer time slots, which will let us get more done.
So we'll be limited in the decisions we can make and tasks we can focus on within each time period. Which means we have to use our limited actions and Mora to earn even more Mora. Kinda like playing chess or cards then. Cooking up a strategy in advance is gonna be key. Paimon thinks she just about gets it. How do you feel about it, Traveler?
Sounds right up my alley.
Yep, come on, we can do this. You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now. Does that mean there are non-standard ways to take part too?
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people. And there's gonna be a wide range of exciting activities for people to try out. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble. And others might pick up dangerous props by mistake. To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each activity. Just think of it like a walkthrough.
I see. You want me to be your test player.
Wow, if we're the first ones to test out the activities, who knows what surprises there could be waiting for us. But if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on our skills to carry us through.
Hopefully it goes without saying that I'd never put you in danger, partner. I carefully checked all the existing activities before you arrived, and I can assure you that they're all perfectly safe. I also wanted you to experience the activities before anyone else gets to. It'll be fun. Plus, we'd like to hear your thoughts and suggestions.
Oh, those are two things Navia is best at. Making people feel safe and having fun.
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. Your input is super important to us. All right then, let's start with Eclectic Escapades and put our first guide together.
Alrighty then. I might as well just do this first before continuing the story, so...
All right then, time to try out Eclectic Escapades. I'll leave the strategy guide to you guys.
Alrighty then. Hee hee. sounds easy enough. Whoa. Whoops. Whoa. Very hard to control, but I'll get used to it, I guess. I don't know. Whoa. That was crazy, but almost messed up, so. Yeah.
Both of you seem even more excited than before. Looks like your first trial run didn't disappoint.
The challenge format is super easy to get into. Nah. And it ties in perfectly with the film theme.
Paimon hasn't actually watched that many films, but after trying it out, she might just be hooked. We should check out the film that it's based on.
Great job, Paimon. That's exactly what our enthusiast friends were hoping you'd say. They'd be beyond delighted to hear that visitors are curious about the films that inspired these attractions. Some have even been willing to contribute extra funds out of their own pockets. Where budgets have allowed, of course.
Out of their own pockets?
That's right. While the Spina di Rosula covers the cost of basic booth materials and rental fees, many fans have personally funded promotional materials and related merchandise. The cost of the booth itself isn't their main expense. Some of them have already started designing spin-off products inspired by film characters. Take our official mascot, Surintendant Chevalmoran, for instance. She won second place in the last most popular character poll for the comic film category, and was even dubbed the pinnacle of round bouncy cuteness. Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image, using the highest quality fabrics and hiring the most skilled artisans to mass produce them. These cushions will officially go on sale at the next convention alongside lots of similar products.
Shouldn't Farina be getting a sizable cut?
Don't worry. As Surintendant Chevalmoran's guardian and official image rights agent, Farina's already getting 60% of the sales revenue. After all, the fans are doing this voluntarily, not for profit, but to promote Surintendant Chevalmoran's adorable image. The more Mora ends up in Farina's purse, the better Surintendant Chevalmoran's meals will be. And who wouldn't be happy to hear that?
Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that. Everyone working hard for something they all love without worrying about profit.
Still, we can't just ignore Mora completely. Whether it's fan creations or official commercial projects, some level of financial balance is still necessary. The same logic applies to the Chevalmoran film Fantasyland taken as a whole. Once we finish the standardized strategy guides, our attractions can officially be open to the public. But we can't take personal charge of the ticketing process. There's plenty of work to do at the various booths, and the park itself is a work in progress. We'll need to assign dedicated employees to maintain and manage each attraction. There's a recruitment section on the park's bulletin board. We've received many applications, and each candidate has their strengths. Our job is to match the best candidates to each attraction based on their overall performance. Once assigned, the staff will keep the attractions running, ensuring a continuous revenue stream.
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? That's definitely a first for us.
I'll make an awesome boss.
Just don't hold everyone up to your own standards, okay? You can't expect everyone else to be as capable as you. Alright, time to review some resumes. Fingers crossed we'll get some exceptional candidates.
Okie dokie then. Interesting so far. I can't even read the whole thing. Kind of dumb.
Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
I'll be monitoring their attendance closely.
You're both doing great. You sound more like bosses than I do. In any case, with this, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is now officially open. Running a theme park is a long-term project. You won't make much if you try and rush it. We're just about done with our current work setup, so let's take a short break and wait for this cycle's revenue report to come in. Well, this cycle of operation sure got us off to a good start. On to the next one.
I'm not gonna read this because, well, yeah. Yay! Cycle 2.
Well, the numbers might not look that impressive, but given that we're just getting the ball rolling, I'd say that wasn't a bad start. Building on this momentum, we must consider rolling out more unique business strategies during the next cycle. To draw in the crowds, I've invited one of Fontaine's very own celebrity chefs, my good friend Escoffier. She'll be performing right here in the amusement park's restaurant. On that note, let's go catch up with her.
So, is the restaurant part of our business strategy too? There are so many layers to this operation.
The restaurant is up to standard, and the waterside location will make for a unique dining experience. The beautiful scenic reflections in the water create a stunning backdrop, lifting diners' spirits and allowing them to truly savor their meals. Ingredients, check. Cooking utensils, check. Looks like we're ready to rumble.
Before we do that, let me go ahead and get some water, so I will be right back. Alright, I am back, so now let's continue this, minigame thing.
Hey there, Escoffier!
Oh, my employers are here.
Yeah.
The president of the Spina di Rasula, plus the famous traveler and Paimon. I must say, you seem a bit overqualified to be running a film-themed amusement park.
I'd say that if anyone here was overqualified, it would be the former head chef of the Hotel de Bourg. Wherever you walk, the aroma of fine cuisine follows in your wake.
Let's get back to business. I'm guessing you want the traveler to help me decide the theme dish for each cycle, right?
Theme dish?
This is the business strategy I mentioned earlier. Using Escoffier's top-tier dishes to attract more visitors to the park. But this isn't just about attracting visitors. Her culinary masterpieces will surely have other surprising effects. Just imagine, Paimon, if all you needed was a single ticket to enjoy all the attractions and taste all the legendary food. Wouldn't you be tempted?
Then Paimon come every single day.
Do you do annual passes?
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strategy, the menu can't be made public. Based on research by a certain food branding consultant, many restaurants have started offering a special chef surprise dish. So give me some inspiration every few business cycles, and I'll decide on our next themed dish.
Alright.
Now then, give me your hand.
My hand?
A warm and energetic feel. Your hands are calloused from wielding your sword, but still quite delicate. When you grasp its hilt, it's like you're holding the bow of a violin. A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength.
Alrighty then.
Alright, let's find out what strength looks like in gastronomical form. I've refined the sauce for these barbecue ribs. It's a richer flavor than the classic version, but not at all greasy. The mint extract in the seasoning leaves a refreshing aftertaste, perfect for indulging yourself after a fun-filled day. But if you ask me, I'd say the artisans need these more than the guests.
The artisans?
As I'm sure you've noticed, this park isn't quite finished. A serving of these barbecue ribs should help the artisans replenish their strength much more quickly. As their bosses, you have an obligation to provide meals for them. So why not invite them to dine here? Who knows? The morale boost might even improve their productivity.
Oh? If I recall correctly, you once served up some special fish and chips for the porters over at the Fleuve Sandra. For several days after, the workers were all incredibly efficient. They'd finish 8 hours of work in just 5. And then, because they clocked out early, they'd come back completely refreshed the next day.
Then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still hot. I'll prepare some side dishes and desserts too.
That's a great idea! You really live up to your reputation, Escoffier! Looks like these themed dishes are gonna make a huge difference after all. We'll have to make sure we check in with you regularly. The artisans are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take the facilities of our eclectic escapades to the next level.
That unique aroma. I wonder how you'll inspire my cooking this time.
What's it like working here?
I'd say it's quite similar to working at the tavern in the Fleuve Sandra. There's something special about seeing diners' faces light up when they taste your food. You don't get that working in the closed-off kitchen in a grand hotel. If something like this comes up again, just call me. Don't worry, we know each other. No commission fee needed. I won't take a single mora. That unique aroma. I wonder how you'll inspire my cooking this time.
Check the theme dish.
All right then, I'll just go with the flow. It's about time for a fresh new flavor. That unique aroma. I wonder how you'll inspire my cooking this time.
Thanks, Escoffier.
It's nothing. Just take care not to overwork yourself.
I always say Escoffier because that's what I thought it's pronounced, but I guess not.
Now that everything's going smoothly, it's about time we upgraded our facilities.
We should be able to attract more customers by upgrading the stall, don't you think?
That's right. Based on my business experience with the Spina di Rosula, I've quantified the service value to help you intuitively understand how satisfied customers are with each stall. An attraction will reach its ideal revenue only when its service value meets customer expectations. As we improve and expand our facilities, expectations will also increase accordingly. When that happens, we can deploy more capable employees or invest funds in training to enhance our employees' skills.
There we go.
Whew. That should be everything. Looks like you've pretty much mastered how to run this park.
Huh? Have we really? Thinking about it, we have learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Couldn't have done it without Navia's guidance.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't say I taught you much. Your intuition's been guiding the way mostly. I imagine long-term operations sounded like a scary prospect the first time I mentioned it, huh? But don't let that scare you. Just break things down into smaller steps and tackle them one at a time. Even if you're not a genius or naturally gifted, you'll get it done in the end.
Whoa, seeing her own progress has really got Paimon fired up! She's gonna jot your words of encouragement right down. From here on out, we'll be running the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland together. Let's make it a big success.
Alrighty then. So that's done, and now we can continue on the story. So let me just do this real quick. Alright, so let's get those rewards. Or just, should I say, reward, not rewards, but... just gonna upgrade all these because why not? Don't think I need to do it on camera, but yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, now I get you. Water is bad. Ow. I wish it gets a lot of hearts, but yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna film all this, but I might change my mind because this looks fun and interesting. Oh dang, I should have waited, but it's alright. Oh shit. I just, you know, go through it. I just need to stop doing that. Oh well. Yahoo! A key. Quee. Yeah, I might have to do this off camera, but you know. I want this bow. I don't know who's it gonna be good for, but it's always, you know. Yeah, there's 4 acts in here, or 3 and then the epilogue. So, and then there's that, which I'll have to do Sunday or Saturday. I might do Sunday. I'm debating on Sunday, so. Why is there so many crabs on the... Okay, I'm not gonna even ask. Yeah, so that's basically it that I can do.
Take it easy.
Oof.
That unique aroma. All right then, I'll just go.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera, but I will let you know when I'm done with it. But it might take a while, so I'm just gonna do a few things off camera and then see what's gonna take me. So I'll be right back.
You've got this park off to a great start, partner. The ball's really starting to roll, huh? I can't wait to see how it'll all turn out. How exciting!
Alright guys, so I am back. I got a little distracted on this, you know, like games and all, and upgrading. So let's go ahead and continue this before I get ahead and just end up staying up all night doing it, which would be bad, but at the same time worth it. So yeah, I got a little distracted, so that's interesting. How am I supposed to get up there? Oh, wait. Is it through...
Take it easy.
Oh, viewpoint. Yeah, I knew it's in the elevator. Or whatever it's called. Or it's up the stairs. Oh, okay. This makes sense. I don't know how far I need to go up, so that's why I was like, I'm just gonna go with the second one. Alright, then it's third one, I guess. I don't know. Looks pretty cool. I'm guessing it's all the way up there. Yeah, I should have just, you know, go all the way up in the first place, but whatevers. Oh, Auroron and Aoife's here. My boy, Auroron.
Oh, man.
Bro!
Hey.
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Hello.
Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kenichi's here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Ay.
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Kikuku.
No, what?
Huh?
You both
I'll go
have
first.
different answers.
It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here.
It's okay.
Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natland, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
5? Huh? Oh, that's, interesting. Oh, okay then. Nice to meet you, little bro.
I'm not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kikuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kikuku.
Oh my gosh.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kikuku. Suffice it to say, Kikuku's in big doo-doo.
Oh boy.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Is that a dog I see or something? Because it looks like a dog from behind. Like where the bridge is, but I don't know.
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
So wait, if Kanich can mute Kahua, how? Why couldn't he just do it all the time? Like this whole entire time I met Kanich and all the other people from Natlan, he could just, you know, just let Kahua How shut up for the entire whole, like, you know, story. Like, come on, man. I just now know this. I guess that's what flying objects do.
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
In other words, right now, in this building, there could be not one awesome Saurus, but two.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
Alright! Everyone's an awesome Saurus! Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kakuku.
As it happens, Kanich and I were just heading over to the Palace Mermania for something else.
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Oh boy.
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
Silly gooses.
Back when we first met Kakuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
That's crazy. Crazy indeed. Into the way. Excuse me.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
Okay, no one else.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there? What's all that commotion?
They just say the same thing.
Nothing new there.
There's something in here. Book. Give me a book. Oh boy. What seems to be the problem over here?
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan?
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
Oh boy. For real now.
Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a bro. He's a bro of a bro. He's a bro of a bro.
He's a friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kinich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow! Oh no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
This is all a bit strange, but they really are a great pair of awesome story.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kinich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Kinich tells Neuvillette and Wriothesley about Lupin Pauline finding the gun. Neuvillette makes inquires with the relevant personnel, and sure enough, they locate the box and the gun that Lupin Pauline spoke of.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lupin Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kinich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
That goes for me too.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lupin Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from?
A couple of top bros from Natland.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kakuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku. Excited?
I can help pass a message on to his friends.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
Don't mention it.
Alright then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Natland would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kakuku, was it not?
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro!
That's funny. I wanna take it. Ooh, I can say it on the sheet. Me is a Madame Traveler. I'm just kidding.
What's all that commotion?
There's no arguing now. You don't have to say that. Let's leave out of here.
We found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
There's some good news and some bad news.
Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Even had an interesting chat with some variable VIPs.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Marmonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
You'll just have to wait a bit longer.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Alright, bro.
Yay, problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
Act 1 is complete. Now it's on to Act 2. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. I don't want to wait until the morning. I'm too lazy. Yeah, I don't feel like waiting. Like, why do I have to wait? Also, if you're wondering, this is what it looks like so far. I've been doing a lot of progress lately, so yeah. Very hard to do, but I'll get through it. And I just gotta get it done before it's gone, so yeah, I definitely need to do this on Saturday, so that's gonna be fun. Alright, so let's see. Tomorrow at 8. So let's do that. There we go. I love the music so far. And is that Hydrogos's I see up there? Yeah, it is. Oh, wait. The morning of the day after tomorrow. So I guess it goes through there? I don't know. I'm not good at telling time with that. I wish you could just skip this, but nah, apparently you can't. There we go.
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kukuku's doing.
Let us go. Let me also do something real quick. I also drank a lot of water as I was doing that amusement thing. So gonna have to get a few bits more. So BRB. Alright, I am back. I just got more water. And now let's go ahead and continue this. Oh, I was gonna leave there. No, we're not leaving. Oh wait, did they say the same thing too? Or actually they're not even here. She's right here. Yeah, she's not saying about yelling, so neither does the other one. Let's just go. Hey, Rosh. Also, I don't know why, but this music reminds me of a church. I don't know why.
Oh, hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
Morning, little dude.
Oh, wow! Kukuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news, though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time?
Really, bro?
Get out of here!
I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natlan. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Dang. Okay then. That's crazy. Kahula, how? No, get off of my screen. What? You is rude.
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Oh, I could play as Kaniche. Okay.
Ha! Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
That's cool that you could distract it. Whoa. Oh, I almost got caught. Oh, man.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontanians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
I always wonder what happens if I get caught, but I might as well just have to wait and look for other vids and see what they did. Well,
so anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontanian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job, Kaniche.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
That's only natural. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kaniche, you did great!
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Huh.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Sounds like Mr. Kukuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
Came from ancient Nathalis dragon range. This is a relic left behind by Natlan's ancient dragon civilization. It's a genuine antique, so it must be of great value. A lost object that was picked up. Genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet still it remains unreported and unclaimed. The box was buried in this junk. Doesn't seem like an accident. No, it's as if someone left it there on purpose. Bait. Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique out in the middle of nowhere? What's the plan for someone to come pick it up? I would say it's bait, but let's try it.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? What's that got to do with it?
No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
Paimon, stay calm.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
About the seller, about the transaction contents. The gun was placed in a lockbox and hidden away. Clearly, the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret. About the buyer. After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods to ensure they actually got paid. The seller would likely have been watching the buyer about the goods. Before the buyer could show up, Lepine Pauline found the goods by chance while selling up the event venue. About the incomplete transaction. Due to the unexpected arrival of film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off. I'm just gonna do this one, I guess. I don't know.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Great job, Lepine Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kinich. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
You're the best, bro! Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroran?
That we should.
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
Let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Alright, let's go find Auroran and Aoife. They're all the way down there. And there's a world quest that I'm not wanting to do right now. Because I usually do, you know, world quests when I'm in a certain area. Like, for example, if I am doing Leeway, then I'll do the world quests. But I'm not at Fontaine yet. I gotta finish Inazuma, and then I think it's to the island, and then to something else. I really don't know exactly, but I'll make sure to remember. There's Kahuao.
Wow. What? What now?
Yeah.
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich.
No, boy. Watch out, Ron. Don't get hurt.
Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance.
Mm-hmm.
Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Yeah.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kinich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
No problem.
Get it away! Get it away from me!
Nice to meet you, bro.
Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face! I dare you.
No, boy.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Sounds good to me.
Poor How. He spent all day being tormented by Auroran, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Aoife, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
You even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kakuku got out of jail?
Apparently not. Amidst the racket, you briefly explain what happened with Kakuku to Aoife and Auroron. Hearing that, Kakuku now has permission to move around freely. Ahao's face goes even redder than before.
Don't lose hope, Ahao. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
Sheesh.
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after Ahao, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why, you?
Oh. One Kakuku delivered, as promised.
Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Well, Paimon wins my cuteness competition.
Really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
Yeah! Oh boy, that's funny.
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move? Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro!
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing? Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
Aren't we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
That's literally funny. I love that. 8 o'clock till 10 the next day, so I'm just gonna do this. I did not mean to do that, but okay. Feels so good to just relax. And when you know, we're literally like halfway done. So, feels so good to just finish a lot. So, let me just do. I wish we could do that, but just a little bit. I'm just gonna do that. There.
The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it.
Go over here. Whee! I could just wait. Hold on. Can I? It's all the way up there. Oh. Gotta follow the trail.
Take it easy.
I bet all the adults will be like, no running in the house. Whee! All the way up. I'm sorry if I'm quiet. It's because I'm just, you know, to get through this and then see what's happening next. Excuse me.
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, hello, you two.
Hello.
Have there been any developments?
Huh?
Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Oh boy.
Ah! Who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes. Let's go check it out.
Oh?
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
What in the Tibet are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh boy.
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of.
Yeah.
But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
I apologize for my grandson bursting in like this.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different things.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
No need.
So, Auroran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro.
I love how she says, like, come on, bro, for real. Is arresting my dear grandson what it's come to?
Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
Auroran, tell us the truth.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So, here's what went down. This morning, Aoife and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Cour de Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me.
Sorry about that.
We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroran, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person have took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Nicely done, bro.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is! Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here!
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Oh, we're basically a household names. But why do you ask?
Konnichiwa and Anifa too.
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelet too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Being low-key has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Oh, I know wisely.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. Auroron's taking the elevator.
I get it.
I should take a different route to the plaza.
Oh, a chest. Might as well collect that while I'm over here.
All unclaimed articles should be turned in. So, neither of us saw anything here, right? A moment, please.
His birthday's on November. Forgot about that. The way he's carrying that.
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
What the heck?
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking!
No, boy.
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natlan, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool.
Look, he just
I've
said
taken a bit of a liking to it.
he's sitting on it.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
Hesitating.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right? Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I... I'm so very sorry. I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr...
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
The camera angle, bro.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now.
Okay, then.
As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro!
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. Out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the Pillar-made Barrow cement shoes.
What is with the voice, Aurora? No!
In that case, I understand completely.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
I actually like Risley now. I used to don't like him, but I may have changed my mind now.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
Risley recounts what happened. It all makes perfect sense, but somehow it feels like Risley has glossed over a lot of the bro talk.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonia. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices. and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to. Or, I don't know. Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Leave it to us.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
Act 2 is now completed. Oh boy. This story is getting intense by the minute. And I really like this story. Well, it's not really a story per se, it's an event, but still, it's pretty good.
On the topic of kidnapping cases, how exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? According to the regulations, I mean. Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient, non-human beings? Of course, melazines go without saying, but what about a being like Kakuku?
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
That is no laughing matter, Wriothesley.
Alrighty then. Now we have the third act and then the epilogue left, and then we're done. Ugh, man. Just, man, oh man, I'm doing a pretty good job on time. In the meantime, let me just go back to, you know, the amusement park. Just to show you what I've been doing. Been upgrading all these and also getting a lot of coins and all that. There we go. And then yeah, so I've been just continuing on. I have done bad to good to bad to good, but then it's going up and up, so this is what I just been up doing, so. And what do you know, I just hit another business level. Let's go. It's pretty good so far, and I really do appreciate doing this, so. Let's see, can I, nope, that's 12, and yeah, just next, there we go, going up, but it's still bad, so it's a work in progress, but pretty fun indeed to do, so. I was literally gonna do that, that would have been bad. Oops. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Which, I'm gonna do that after I finish the story, per se. But, yeah. Yeah, I also been doing this as well, so. Fun. But yeah, here's an example of what I do. I expand it, of course, and then it's to this. Just keeps getting better and better. So, And then I go formulate, which I tend to not do that, but I do need to, so yeah. The key is right there. Oh my goodness. Good luck with me getting there, but I can do it. It's not that difficult. Whee! Easy peasy. Come on. Wait, what? The heck? Okay. Confusion, but... That's cool. Water stairs. Okay. This reminds me of a scene from Doctor Who. Not gonna lie. Oh, whoa, okay. That is a close one, and boom. Whee! Fun, fun. I love this though. It's fun. Knowing, me, my expert on Genshin, will love this. Oh no, that's not good though. I timed it wrong. Oh, whoa. No. I almost did it with no hearts, like, taken. But that's okay because I don't need to, you know, be perfect at all times. So, yee. Oh, and something's over here. Yep, performance reward. Yeah. So yeah, I just been doing this and hope for the best that I do stuff. But yeah. So, yeah. Gain a lot of Primo Gems. Who knows, I might get a 10-pole by then, but don't know. I'm gonna do one more and then I'll continue the story. But I'll definitely let you guys know when I'm done, when I, you know, finish this soon. But for now, I haven't done too much, so let's formulate this. Excuse me, sorry. I love swimming in the water. It's so cool. That was a close one. I love doing that though. It's so fun and just makes me happy. But look at that. Look at that. I also got new stuff that I can craft later on. But alrighty then. And now we go ahead and do... no. I don't have enough. That's the problem. There we go. And next cycle. Not as much, but it's alright. It's alright. We're still getting good stuff. So, alright. So now, oh, wait, hold up. Hey, I'm gonna recruit you. That's really good. And then, yeah, so that's gonna be good. So I think I'm gonna do this. So yeah, so basically I'm gonna replace you to her, and then you guys are fine, but I'm gonna replace you like that. That is really good. Very good indeed. And then we're going to do this. There we go. And well, you know, this is a really good concept. So let me just, there's no one to level up. Alright, and then, yeah, I can't do anything else because I just did that, so. Can't do anything about the action points, but yeah. Alright, so yeah. That's basically it that I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue this off camera, but oh wait, I see Aurora and Aoife. What are they doing here? Oh my.
In a good mood, I see.
Yep. Seeing my dear vegetables all settled in right where they belong brings me great joy.
You sound like a proud parent. I'm happy for you, bro. But given how where they belong is inside a cooking pot, that kind of fills me with dread at the same time.
Nice to meet you, bro.
The heck are you on about? Does this really seem like a good time for nice to meet you?
I guess he's referring to the meeting of the vegetables in the pot.
You got it, bro.
Honestly, right now, I'm not sure if I should be worrying about your definition of nice to meet you or investigating whether you and Kakuku share some kind of telepathic bond.
That's crazy to think that, but okay. But yeah, and there's Verisa, so I'm not gonna talk to her just yet, so we're just gonna focus on, you know, this event. But yeah, let me check real quick on time, as well as I also gotta use the restroom, so be right back yet again. Alright, I am back, and now let's go ahead and just finish this event real quick, because you know me, I need to finish these things right away, or else I'm gonna miss out some rewards, and nobody don't want to do that, now do we? I don't want to do that either, because it's just No. But, oh well then. Let's go ahead and continue this, shall we? Alright, so we gotta do 8 to 10, so... Oops, that is the wrong thing. Whoopsies. I keep forgetting it's the day after tomorrow. I am not good at calculations. But, yeah, this event is almost over. We only have, you know, Act 3, Epilogue, and then do the character things, so...
Novelette sent someone to contact us this morning! That must mean there's been some progress! No time to waste! Let's head out!
Yep. Right before I do that, though, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this. And then... yeah, let me just do this real quick because I want to do it real quick and then continue on. Look at that. It's so good. It's so cute. Bada bing, bada boom. And then no, not that. Staff center. Oh, that. Wait, no, not 100. We need you. Yep. So now we just go teach or no. Let's see. We need to get rid of both of you. This is that and that. Here we go. Here we go. Good stuff, good stuff. That's what we need. Yeah, I don't want to recruit those or two. And then... wait. Oh, whoops. I was like trying to figure this out and I was like, oh, they only need one move. There we go. Now we also have you. And there you go. They're all maxed. So now we can oh wait, no, we can't upgrade anything. Alright, we'll just go to the next cycle. Just upgrade these real quick because why not? Yeah, I can't do anything now, even though I wish I can have this one. But that's alright. Yeah, so I'll just do that after we do this. But, yeah. Oh, and there's commissions there. What do you know? It's all the way up there. Alright. That one's just not gonna open. That's crazy. Ooh. Pick that up. And what do you know? Cabbage. What is this doing? Is that a dog? Oh my gosh, no. It looks weird. I'm just gonna walk away. Do 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 do. And there they are.
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
Hey, everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
Have you all started preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
But...
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority. Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevres of the Special Patrol, so I'm feeling optimistic.
We'll trust your instincts, then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
She wants to introduce them to her chopping board.
You know what, that might not be such a bad idea. All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation. But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Is there anything I can do?
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontainian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
Definitely.
Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything, unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
You're getting involved too, Kanichi?
Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
That's the Kanichi we know and love!
The group go on to discuss the specifics of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly, perhaps because Haja and Kakuku aren't present. It's just as well, really. Things could have gone awkward if Ahao showed up and started cursing out Neverlet.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
But won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
Alright, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahao's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
Act 3. Alright, so now we gotta go all the way over there. Oops.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day.
Thanks in part, surely, to the undercover agents.
Traveler, Paimon's getting kinda hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Alright. The guy with the case. That's got to be him. Alright. It's business time. Looks like tomato soup. Mm. Okay then. Oh.
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
Oh. Charlotte.
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with.
Oh. Whoa.
You lousy swine!
Stop right there!
Oh look, a surprise performance! How lucky we are!
Dick.
After him!
It literally looks like a comic book.
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Quick, don't let him get away! Be careful! Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? Ah, you again! You're driving me crazy! Wow,
All right, that's a wrap.
I love that. That is so cool.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard for human life! I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you!
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
Why, you... All right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way.
Oh,
Fell in
boy.
with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me.
Don't know about that.
You... Please, kid, I'm begging you.
Don't call him a
help me.
kid. Come on.
I see you're from Natland too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed! And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
Something wrong, Kinich? Gone soft, have we?
I don't believe a word you say. Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
First of all, are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontanian, if you ask me.
Huh? What kind of logic is that? I can't explain. I actually grew up in...
Quit the lying. Quit the cap.
I don't want to hear another word. Ahau, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
The moment I've been waiting for. Eat this, scumbag!
Oh boy.
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course, I might be wrong.
Oh my gosh, what the heck is he doing? Oh my goodness.
But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck. Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
That's right. It's been a while, Mr. Kanichi. The Special Patrol will take this criminal off your hands now.
Many thanks.
Please, I should be the one thanking you for all the help you've given us.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
As you wish. My thanks to you, and also to Mr. Kakuku for your show-stopping performances.
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Are you okay, Kanichi?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seemed a little upset just now.
Little Kanichi, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kanichi, aren't ya?
Shut up.
Aw, don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public!
You need to shut up. Like, shut your mouth and just leave him be.
What are you on about?
Bad, how bad.
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get. They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune. But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
Kanichi.
Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. They say that people are shaped by their past. And since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right. We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow.
It's making me want Kanichi even more now in the next banner. Like, dang, why?
Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook. Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
I get it.
Yeah, I believe you. let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Man, oh, I love that. Aw. It's making me, you know, just, oh. Man, I thought I was gonna cry, but, like, dang, my heart is like, you know, sheesh. Oh, Charlotte. Hello.
Yay! Traveler Kinich, you're back! We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away. She looked pretty pleased with herself.
Well, it did go smoother than expected.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh? Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve. Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia. Apparently, the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full. Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about, not really our concern.
Judging by how fast that Duke took off, I'd say he was avoiding my camera. But I guess I'm used to that by now.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
It's fine. I got plenty of other great shots back there. More than enough for a front page spread. And on that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. Those foes won't develop themselves.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon.
Bruh.
Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that.
You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
Kinich hit his head and started crying. No, I'm not gonna say that. Why would I just... No. That sounded like it said, like, you know, you're saying Kinich hit his own head and started crying. I'm not doing that. Kahal bonked his head and started crying.
What? Rumors and slander! When have I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, ever sunk to such sniveling?
Often, actually.
Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet. At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And, in any case, the court might need me to testify again. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan. So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
Yay! Act 3 is complete. Let's go. But, no guys, it's not done yet. Because we still got the epilogue left, so... Where? Oh, not that. I keep doing that. Oh wait, we gotta manage the... Alright, so I guess we'll do Verisa. Verisa!
Whoa, is that our hero, the Traveler? And Paimon, too!
Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Mrs. Coiffier already told me you were the big boss here. But when I saw you just now, I forgot myself for a moment.
Me? The big boss? For real now?
Technically speaking, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland doesn't even have a boss, does it? Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to make it as successful as possible, and then we all share the profits? But, wait a sec. Why are you here, Verisa?
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand.
Ooh.
Not long ago, Mrs. Coiffier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does.
In her letter, she mentioned that showcasing my orchard's products at the festival would boost sales and help build my brand recognition. After talking it through with my parents, I decided to give it a shot.
Aww.
Now that I'm done with the restaurant's ingredient order, I plan to sell the rest of my fruit directly to guests to help quench their thirst, of course.
The thought of enjoying fresh fruit from Natland here in Fontaine does sound pretty appealing. But with this many customers, wouldn't it be exhausting to watch the stall all day?
Huh? Am I supposed to be watching the stall the whole time? There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? I heard some of the challenges are based on famous films. Some of those films have even been adapted into great comics. I'd love to go give it a try.
So, you're not doing any business at all?
Back in the Collective of Plenty, I'd just set up a sign with the fruit prices, place a weighing scale and a coin jar to one side, then let people pay on their own. When closing time came around, I'd wake up and check the accounts. Not a single Mora's ever gone missing.
You've got a lot of trust in people.
To be fair, that does sound nice. People in the Collective of Plenty are a law-abiding bunch. No one would even think about taking something without paying. Makes sense that tending your stall wouldn't take too much effort. Fontainian customers are no doubt trustworthy too, but let's just say they're not used to self-service shopping. Plus, if you just leave the stall unattended as a Natlanese merchant, people here might think you're gone for good.
In that case, I'd better start acting the part. But I'll need to buy some things in the city before I officially open for business. I promised to bring back some Fontainian clockwork mecha for Kochi-san. Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of movie masterpieces. After that, I should be able to focus on my business without getting distracted.
We'll go with you.
We might not be locals, but we've explored Fontaine quite a bit. We know our way around pretty well.
In that case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin jar set up. I get to go shopping with the Traveler! Nice.
Okay. I'm just gonna continue on. Hopefully they're not too long, but yeah. Oh, and there's a spin crystal. Taking that.
Hello, boss. I'm from the Collective of Plenty. You might recall receiving a letter from us requesting you to design some components.
Wait a sec. Why does Ion-san need clockwork mecha?
To whip lazy trainees into shape?
Nothing like that. Our coach just wants to fine-tune her gym equipment so people can target different muscle groups more easily. She mentioned something about a rowing machine to focus on back muscles, as well as a pec deck and a leg press machine. The parts that connect the ropes and weight plates wear out easily, but they need to be strong. So Coach Ion-san thought she'd give Fontainian Clockwork Mecha a try.
It all sounds so technical. When did fitness turn into some kind of complex engineering problem?
To be honest, I don't really get all the details either. But if it works out, I'll be sure to train according to her revised method. And if it doesn't, we can always stick to the good old methods. If you're interested, I can show you a few beginner exercises the next time you drop by our tribe. You'll be able to smash the records without even breaking a sweat. I know it.
Sure thing. Time to flex those guns.
Paimon will pass on that one. She'll be rooting for you from the sidelines, though.
You can always try the equipment we keep for little Saurians, Paimon. As long as you start out with the super light weights, you'll be fine. Weight training's for everyone, you know. As long as you put in the effort and keep it, anyone can develop rock-solid muscles.
No!
5 months thing, I guess. Alright, that was easy. And then now we just do the last part. Unlocks 1 cycles. Huh. Let me just do... There we go. I'm just making sure I don't miss out any dialogue. I'm sorry if I do this a lot because I tend to, you know, skip ahead because I read fast, so. I'm sorry if I also keep doing that. It's just to clear my throat, but I know I need to, you know, just make sure I can mute myself, but yeah, I tend to forget that too. That much more, bruh. Where is... Oh, she's up there.
Alright, time to show off how fast I can run. I'm gonna go have a blast, then come back, calm down, and focus on running my fruit stall.
Don't forget to grab some water.
That's right. Last thing you'd want is to get too absorbed in having fun, then suddenly realize you're starving because you haven't eaten anything for hours. Funnily enough, Paimon can think of someone else with a bad habit of getting so into things that they forget to eat. No matter how busy you are, nothing's more important than staying well-fed, hydrated, and healthy.
Ooh, I wonder who that is. They need to fix that habit, that's for sure.
No need to worry about me, guys. I do a lot of long-distance running, so I always make sure to bring some food and water with me. This time is no exception. Woohoo! That was incredible!
How was it? Did you get through all the levels?
It was amazing! Not only did I get a super high score, but I also checked up on every homage to the original films, and even recreated several iconic scenes starring comic book superheroes. I'll focus on doing business this time round, but if there's ever another event like this, please let me know as early as possible. I want in!
It's a deal, superhero special awesome.
Yep. You know what? We should let you design the levels. I'm sure all the fans will be thrilled.
That would be great. Anyway, back to business. Time to focus on my fruit stall. I'm gonna make a name for my orchard in Fontaine.
Yay! Ooh, look at that. That is so cool and cute. Love it.
Seeing how happy everyone is here, I can't help smiling myself.
That's always good.
Would you like some fruit? Feel free to take some.
I just did took some, so. And I get 1 apple. Alright, now it's time to do Lynette. And the mystery person turns out to be, you know, Farina. Lynette. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Of course, robots don't talk. Lynette. I love Lynette. She is so adorable. No, she don't speak. Oh, man. Detecting the arrival of my 2 most esteemed friends. Activating chat mode. Hello, traveler. I'm Paimon. Hello, Lynette. Yes, a director we know invited us to come here and unwind. Just as well, it's an opportunity to recharge.
Us? Wait, but Paimon hasn't seen Lenny anywhere.
Well, that's his own fault. We've been working with this director a lot lately, so my brother took it upon himself to familiarize himself with their style, and ended up watching all their films.
All of them? That's some serious dedication right there.
The issue is, this director's famous for psychological horror films. Lenny got so into the plot twists that he didn't sleep properly for 3 days straight, and ended up completely messing up his sleep cycle.
Paimon had no idea Lenny was so into horror films.
He tends to get very absorbed in his magic shows, so he probably finds it easy to relate to the characters. The way the director uses psychological suggestions is quite similar to how we use it in our shows, after all. My brother's still over at the actor's residence. If I had to guess, he's either catching up on sleep or analyzing those films. So that's why I'm out here recharging myself.
Well, that's a side of Lenny we've never seen before.
Now I'm curious about these plot twists myself.
Don't even think about roping Paimon into this!
Me neither. I don't like jump scares or stories that give you the chills afterward. Shouldn't films be relaxing? Something with beautiful visuals, or at least a simple plot that doesn't require too much thinking.
Sounds like eclectic escapades would be more to your liking then. Want to give it a try?
Thank you. I've actually done so already. I really liked it. But maybe watching others would be even more entertaining. I get you.
Is that really that entertaining? Still, if you're interested in the attraction, why not become a consultant? That way you'd get to see more of the visitors' reactions too.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. And as it happens, I do have a few days off before filming starts. But first, I need to help Lenny pull himself together. I noticed an attraction nearby called Mellow Manor that looks really relaxing. Sounds like just what my brother needs to take his mind off of those horror films. Plus, some magic tricks require animal assistance, so it'll be a chance for me to learn more about their habits. Why don't we go invite Lenny in person later on?
Great idea! If we can get Lenny on board, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland will be even more popular than it already is!
Ooh. We do this one. Because, yeah. Alright, so... Oh, now I could do 3. Okay, so we'll do... Oops. Her. And then we do... Wait. Yeah, you. Oh wait, we can't do on that one either. But we'll replace you to you. Oops. You. There we go. And I don't want either of those, so... They don't need any leveling, so... Oh, Daya! Yay! Going higher, so let's go. Lots and lots of more, that's for sure. That's all the way from Inazuma. That's alright though. I'll make it there. Let's just hope I don't run into, you know, stuff. At least I think that's Inazuma. No, this is still Fontaine. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay then. I wasn't expecting that. But, okay. I don't think I want to ride there. No. I'm good. I could just walk all the way over here. Or just run, basically. You know what? It's actually a very long way, and I don't want to do this. Alright, so let's see. Not case tracking. Yeah, let's ride this thing, I guess. I don't want to run all the way. It's too far, so yeah. Ah, dang it. Excuse me. Whee!
Welcome to the Clementine Line Aquabus. This boat tour will take you to the magnificent Court of Fontaine, the most important city in our nation.
Why does that sound like Kachina?
And I'll be your tour guide for this trip. Even though I'm not as reliable as Elfan from the Navia line, I'll still do my very best. And if you're dissatisfied with anything, feel free to let me know right away. Oh, wait a sec. Please contact a staff member with your feedback after reaching the station, and we will address your concerns as soon as possible. Back on topic. The destination of this trip will be the Court of Fontaine. If you'd like to learn more about the latest technological developments in Fontaine, the hottest new trends in cuisine, or upcoming sensational trials, please subscribe The steam bird.
Yeah, it sounds like a cheetah a bit. Bye-bye. Where is she? I like those rainbow roses though. They're so cute. Oh, there she is. Lenny, I'm back. The Chavo Myron film Fantasyland is so much fun, and there are loads of cute little animals. Come on, take a break from those horror films already.
I'm delighted to hear that you've been enjoying yourself. I need to concentrate on this film for now. Those animal assistants will have to wait. I just need a little more sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I keep thinking of new tricks. So tired. Can't sleep, but can't get up either.
Then why don't you come out and have a walk?
That's right, Lenny. A change of pace should stop your mind from wandering.
Wait, Traveler? Paimon? You two are here as well?
They're the managers of the park, and I'm about to become a consultant for one of the attractions too.
In that case, count me in. Not just for my own sake, of course, but to support my friends. Just give me a moment to freshen up.
If there's one person Lenny can't say no to, it's you, Traveler. You're in a league all of your own. That's my style. Oh man. I'm not exactly sure how long my brother meant by a moment. So why don't we meet up back up at the venue?
Sounds good! Getting Lenny to cheer up and visit the amusement park's surely our greatest success yet!
Let's see. None of these are good. Nah. So much more or available funds. There is Lenny and Lynette. Oh, look at the chipmunks.
Thanks for inviting me to come down, you two.
It's no problem at all.
I must say, I feel like a new man after visiting the park and seeing all those adorable animals. Seems like Lynette has her eye on some great potential animal assistants, too.
Ferment often works with blubber beasts anyway, so I think they make a great fit. Father has spoken of how obedient and well-behaved squirrels are, so they're a great choice too.
Oh, and did you see those weird mushrooms? Can we take home a few of those as well?
That might not be possible. These fungi have been specially trained, you know? They're like the stunt actors of the elemental world.
A nice fluffy cat will fit the bill too. Okay then, I'll wait for you to bring us a little kitty.
Are you sure about that? Paimon's pretty sure we've never seen a cat anywhere near as big and as soft as a fungus.
Yay!
I feel so much better after seeing those animals. They're all so carefree. The other two attractions were great too. In fact, they've given me a new idea. An interactive magic show with a moving stage. We'll start working on it as soon as we've finished filming.
Then where's Lynette? Did she leave? I have no idea. Where did she go? Oh well then. Oh, this is 100. I'll just skip. Oh wait. Deus. There we go. I was confused. Like, why am I not able to do, you know, any of them? Yeah, I'm about to get a 10 pull soon, so crazy. Dea. Where is she? There she is. Dea. Hey, traveler. Paimon. What coincidence running into you guys here?
Paimon didn't expect to see you here either.
Here to see the sights? As it turns out, both. A while back, myself and some other members of the Blazing Beast were invited over to star in an adventure film here in Fontaine. The film was pretty well received, so as soon as the director heard about this event, we were invited here as guests. To satisfy the audience, the director took pains to recreate sets from the film.
Guess that's not scenery most Fontainians see every day, huh?
I love to see the scenes you starred in. Me? Unfortunately, I got a little too into one of the action scenes, accidentally wrecked half of the set, and got the boot. I ended up just doing odd jobs instead.
Wait, aren't fight scenes supposed to be as realistic as possible? Surely the more punches that land, the better.
Well, the production team didn't have much of a budget, so if they shot a few more takes and the set collapsed again, they would have gone bust. Plus, even the toughest fighter we had in the crew, Uncle Simiter, couldn't last more than a few moves against me. And what was his role in the film? Actually, no. He was playing one of the key villains and was supposed to perform a grand sword dance in front of the protagonist. If things had gone how they were meant to, it would have been an amazing fight scene. But the lead actor, exhausted from working all day, was so hungry and in a rush to wrap the scene that he improvised and pretended to shoot him with a gun instead. After thinking over, the director decided to keep the scene, and to our surprise, the audience loved it. It even turned Uncle Simiter into a bit of a star. Pretty sure I've done something similar before myself. In a little while, he's gonna be very busy signing autographs for fans. Something I should really be helping out with, actually. But now that I've run into you guys, how about this? I go give them a heads up, get them to cover for me, and then we go out for a drink or two.
You sure that's okay?
Yeah, that's a little Hey, we're old friends, so why not? Running into you and Paima here in a foreign land is the best surprise I've had all today. I heard about a bar called the Rusty Rudder along the coast to the southeast. I'll see you there. Okay then. Well, I guess I'll have to do these because they need to be expanded. Unless I can skip it. Yeah, I don't want to do this. I'm just gonna skip. I'm sorry. I do just want to get through all this. So, let me look at the staffs. Okay, I'll just recruit you. Anyways, that should be good. Oh, wait. Alright, so we can just do... Oops. Yeah, that should be good. Or we can upgrade them, I guess. So... That's gonna cost a lot of money. Alrighty, and then you... Oh, there we go. Alright, now active. All the way over there. That's crazy. I have to go all the way there. Alright. Fine by me. As well as I'm just gonna do that. And there we go. Very far away indeed. Money. Where is she? Where's she? Where's Dea? Or Dia? However you pronounce her name. I did not mean to read that, but okay. Oh, there she is. I'm only buying one, so no.
Have you heard the story about that customer over there?
Here you are. I took the liberty of ordering you a Misty Sunrise. It's basically bull fruit juice, but flavored with Romatine flower and Nitlopola lotus extracts. For Paimon, I picked Cloud Top Slumber, a special blend of milk and single origin Yawen tea, topped with whipped cream and sugar.
Ah, they both sound delicious. But how come you seem so familiar with this bar when it's your first time here? Paimon's never even heard of the drinks you ordered us.
Yeah. We never have thought of ordering drinks like these. All part of the job. Being a merc means adapting to new environments. You get used to dealing with the unknown. Taverns in different parts of Teyvat all have unique customs. Sure, but you pick up some tricks when it comes to chatting up bartenders. Honestly, having a stable job might bring you a sense of structure and security, but it sure gets boring over time. Never a dull moment when I'm with you guys, though. There's always something unexpected to keep me on my toes. I like to think we're pretty down to earth. Anything exciting lately? I'm all ears.
Where do we begin? Literally everything that's happened has been pretty incredible, if you think about it.
Phew! The jobs you're taking are no joke. If a merc was to prize them, anyone would be worth what some merchants make in 6 months. Which reminds me, have you ever thought about part-timing as a hired sword? Every now and then, the Blazing Beasts receive commissions from some really far-flung places. If you guys were on board, we wouldn't need to cut deals with outsiders.
Huh? So we could become mercs too?
But I'm already an adventurer. Well, who says you can't be both? You're also an honorary knight of Mondstadt, right? As far as I see it, every new title is a new opportunity, a foot in the door wherever you go. Besides, with your skills, who dare to push tasks on you? If it suits you, take it. If not, just turn it down. You be the ones calling the shots.
That actually makes a lot of sense. When you think about it, it's not all that different from adventure commissions. Who knows? Maybe we'll find jobs where we can help a lot of people while also bringing in a nice chunk of Mora. Wouldn't hurt to build connections with Dia's Eremite friends either, would it?
Partners of the Blazing Beasts. I like the sound of it. Awesome. In that case, I'll have a word with my guys and gals when I get back. I'll try to get you first dibs on the best and most lucrative jobs. We'll need to figure out which areas we'll be assigning you commissions for, but I'll talk that over with the others. Yay! Oh yeah. Alright, and then now we can just, yeah, I'll expand these later. I don't feel like it. Oh boy, it has gone down. That's not good. Just 2 more characters after this. Traveler and Paimon. Good news! I spoke to my crew. All Blazing Beasts are fully all on board with the idea. Any commissions we receive for the region west of the High Postal Desert, north of the desert of Hadramaev, east of Ardra Valley, and south of the Ashadvin realm are yours. We haven't had many lately, but in the past, we've usually gotten a few good ones every year. The pay is insane, but so are the risks. The type of work that normally calls for a team of heavily armed mercs. But this should be just right for you. If it were any easier, you might not even break a sweat. Such clear-cut profit regions, too.
You're so quick, Dia! Everyone agrees just like that! Guess that means we're now official partners of the Blazing Beast! Hooah! Watch out, world! There's a couple of new mercs on the scene! Maybe Paimon should give herself a proper mercenary name.
And when you're working in other nations, don't forget to give the Blazing Beast a little plug now and then. We protect, you prosper. Anyway, I'll send a letter to the Ventures Guild in various places when the job comes up. Make sure you check your mail.
It's a deal.
Oh yeah. Very nice indeed. Just 2 more characters, guys, and then I'm done. You know what? I haven't felt this relaxed in quite a while. The humid air here is a nice change, and combined with the warm weather, I'm actually getting kind of sleepy. I mean, I'm already sleepy as it is, so... By the time I finish all this, I might get to level 50. Which will be crazy. But let me get my Moika out. She needs to get her level up. She only needs 2 more levels and then she's done with this weapon to level up. So, yeah. Excuse me. Alright, so let me see. I'm still gonna upgrade, so... Oops. Wait, how am I supposed to upgrade all 3 attractions to 11 and then reach 80 of those? Oh man. Okay, well. Yeah, I can't do these 2 unless I follow the following. Let me check the event real quick. Whoops. I keep misclicking, I swear. Yeah, so I have to manage this to unlocked and then get all this done. Well, that's gonna be another episode, so the next episode I'll do is finish the rest of this, but I'm gonna do this off camera because, yeah, I don't want to do it right now because I feel tired. But let me just do one more thing before I go ahead and continue this. Let's just expand this. And after doing this example, I'm gonna get off of here and do the next episode in the next time I do. I'm gonna do the next episode later today, depending on what time. But then I have to do Escoffier's or Escoffier quest, possibly on Saturday or Sunday. So let's just do this. Oh, ouch. That was dumb. I can't see as I fall. Bruh. Oh, come on. How are you supposed to dodge that? Oh wait, they're over here now? Where? I was literally gonna press that, but apparently it didn't let me. How did that hit me? Explain. Oh, come on, man. How many more? Because I only have 3 hearts. Okay, I was gonna say. Look, that green water or goo looks like from clue finders. If you know, you know. Well, there we go. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. I know I, could just finish all of it and, still film, but I am tired, as you can tell by my voice. So I'm not gonna be able to do Siege Win or Farina until, I get things done. So I'm gonna have to do that off camera. So let me just upgrade this, and bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna have to do this another time because I literally thought I was gonna be able to do it, but nope, I am not gonna be able to do it. So, but anyways, guys, yeah, this is gonna be it. And hopefully I can get it done. So, yeah. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff off camera, but other than that, that should be good. And we got a good amount of, gems and wishes. But, anyways, guys, like I said, thank you for everyone watching this video. And also thank you to, just checking out in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Put the bell all the way up so you get notified that I upload videos, I stream, as well as I try to occasionally post some, posts on the community page. And I just do any video, do YouTube shorts and streams occasionally. So if you guys want to, just subscribe to the channel. Put the bell up so you get notified. And also make sure you share this with all your friends, family, whoever you really want to, that is. As well as this last part is to subscribe to all my besties out there. So I really appreciate if you support them. But until then, I will see you guys in my next video, which will be another Genshin video or something else. But I definitely need to do another Genshin video so that way I'm caught up. So yeah, but until then, see you guys in the next one to finish this whirling event. Bye, guys.